This might be one of my favorite things that the president has ever done. And I'll just tell you this too. On my radio show, which I've been doing for 12 years, we talk a ton about art and architecture, and it doesn't work over the radio. I don't know why I do this. I just talk about how ugly buildings are and no one can see the building as they're driving down the street. So I'm super excited that we get to do this over the TV now. So Roger Scruton, who just passed away a couple weeks ago, brilliant conservative thinker. He wrote this great book, short, I think it's literally called A Short Introduction to Beauty. And in it, he said, beauty is vanishing from our world because we live as though it did not matter. And beauty does matter. I bring this up. There's a new draft executive order making its rounds called Making Federal Buildings Beautiful Again. Yes, it's awesome. So the New York Times, they wrote about this. And in their headline, they were sure to note, it has drawn opposition from architects. So the president's new draft proposal on making federal buildings beautiful again has drawn opposition from architects. Oh, architects. You mean architects that made buildings like this? Those architects, that's Boston City Hall. Whatever we do, we can't offend architects who made that. Oh no, they're offended at this proposal? That's Boston City Hall. Don't want to offend them. By the way, this is the old City Hall in Boston. Look at that stunningly beautiful building. And they replaced that with this. You kidding me? Now that's just the beginning. The executive order says that any new federal buildings have to be built in a classical style inspired by Roman and Greek architecture. So this is going to be the new default. So Roman and Greek architectural style is going to be the new default of all new federal buildings in DC and across the country. So no more of this brutalist travesty or this modern crap. The group behind this, they're called the National Civic Art Society. We're going to talk to them later in the week as well. They say that current architecture has created a built environment that is degraded and dehumanizing. I couldn't agree more. Now, again, these top-notch architects are so offended at what the president's doing here. This is an architecture professor at the University of Maryland. He said, this is the New York Times article, at the most fundamental level, Trump's executive order is a complete restraint on freedom of expression. Oh yes, you're right. We must continue the freedom of expression like these federal buildings here. Yes. Look at all the expression. Go ahead, let's give us an, oh wow, look at all, so much expression. Let's see it, oh, that one's, wow. What is the architect trying to say? Oh, there's another beaut right there. So much expression. I want to be clear, those are 4 different buildings, just full of expression. Now, it's not just that brutalist garbage. This is in San Francisco. This is a more recent example of this expression that we're talking about. This is a federal building in San Francisco. That's a new building. They just built that. You're telling me these great architects who are so offended at the president, they got together, drew that, and said, bingo, nailed it. Let's do that. And all these architects and all these people and all these advisors, and then I'm sure people to sign off on it somewhere in the federal government or in San Francisco, whatever, everyone to sign off on that, and they did that. They built that, but it's a federal building. Are you kidding me?